Have you ever wondered what your belly shape might be revealing about your health? Well, today we're diving into the belly fat dilemma. It's a topic shrouded with misconceptions, and yet it could be a significant indicator of your overall health. In recent years, obesity-related hospital admissions have doubled, with over 63% of adults in United Kingdom being overweight. But what does this have to do with belly fat? You see, not all fat is created equal. There's subcutaneous fat, the kind you can pinch, which sits just under the skin. Then there's visceral fat, the type that's stored around your organs. This is the fat that's causing concern. It's sneaky, often going unnoticed until health problems begin to surface. Visceral fat is more than just a storage site for excess calories. It's biologically active, disrupting hormones and increasing the risk of diseases such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer, and liver issues. It's the most dangerous type of fat, and it's often hidden behind a belly. So whether you're sporting a wobbly, pear shape, or a beer belly, the fat around your tummy could be more than just an aesthetic concern. It could be a silent health alarm. But how does this fat get there, you might ask? Well, a range of factors from genetics to hormones and lifestyle choices can influence fat storage, and the pattern of fat distribution can tell varying tales about your health risks. Now, measuring this visceral fat isn't as simple as stepping on a scale or calculating your BMI. It often requires specialized imaging equipment or calculating the waist-hip ratio. But don't fret, we'll delve into that in the upcoming scenes. Remember, your belly shape may be trying to tell you something about your health. So let's decode this health mystery together. Did you know there are different types of belly fat? Yes, it's true. Not all belly fat is created equally. There are two main types we're going to discuss today: subcutaneous and visceral. Subcutaneous fat is the kind that you can pinch on your belly. It's located right under your skin and above your abdominal muscles. While it may be the bane of bikini season, it's actually less harmful than its counterpart. Then we have visceral fat. This is the fat that's stored deeper in your abdomen, tucked away around your organs like your liver and intestines. You can't see it or feel it, but it's there. And it's this type of fat that can really wreak havoc on your health. Visceral fat is like the proverbial wolf in sheep's clothing. It might seem harmless, tucked away out of sight, out of mind, but it's anything but. This fat is active, very active. It doesn't just sit there. It produces hormones and inflammatory substances. This is where the real danger lies. When visceral fat releases these hormones and substances, it disrupts the body's normal functioning. It can increase your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even some types of cancer. It's serious stuff. And here's the kicker: even if you're not overweight, you can still have a high level of visceral fat. That's right, skinny people aren't immune to this. It's not just about how much fat you have, but where it's located and what type it is. So whether you're wobbling, pear-shaped, or sporting a beer belly, remember this: all belly fat is not created equal. And it's not just about vanity or looking good in your jeans. It's about your health, your well-being. The type of belly fat you carry matters more than you might think. So let's think twice before we dismiss that extra inch around our waist as a mere aesthetic concern. It could be a sign of something more. Ever wondered why some people gain fat around their belly while others don't? It's a question that's puzzled many of us. The answer lies in a complex interplay of factors, including genetics, hormones, and lifestyle choices. Starting off with genetics, it's no secret that our genes dictate a lot about us, from the color of our eyes to our predisposition to certain diseases. In the same vein, they also play a significant part in determining where we store fat. Some people are genetically predisposed to store fat in their bellies, while others might store it in their hips or thighs. So if your parents or grandparents had a tendency to carry weight around their middle, you might find yourself in a similar situation. Hormones too have a significant role in this narrative. They regulate various functions in our bodies, including fat distribution. For instance, high levels of the stress hormone cortisol can lead to weight gain, particularly around the abdomen. Similarly, imbalances in hormones like insulin, leptin, and estrogen can also influence where you store fat. Lastly, but certainly not least, our lifestyle choices. The food we eat, the physical activity we engage in, our sleep patterns, and even our stress levels can impact our body's fat distribution. For example, diets high in refined carbs and sugar can lead to increased belly fat. Lack of physical activity, irregular sleep patterns, and high stress levels can also contribute to fat accumulation around the belly. In conclusion, it's a complex cocktail of factors that determines where your body stores fat. It's not just about how much you eat or how much you exercise. It's a combination of your genes, your hormones, and your lifestyle that ultimately shapes your body. So the next time you find yourself fretting over your belly fat, remember, your genes, hormones, and lifestyle play a huge role in where your body stores fat. Scene script. How can you tell what type of belly fat you have? This is a question that has likely crossed the minds of many. Belly fat, particularly the visceral kind that stores around organs, is a significant indicator of overall health. So knowing how to measure it is crucial. There are several methods to measure belly fat, and we're going to delve into a couple of them. The first one involves using imaging equipment. Now, this might not be the most accessible method for everyone, given it requires a trip to the hospital or a clinic, but it's the most accurate. Professionals use tools like ultrasound, Connecticut scans, or MRI machines to look under the skin and see exactly where and how much fat is stored. But don't fret if you can't get to a hospital or clinic. There's another method you can use right in your home. It's calculating your waist-to-hip ratio. This method might not tell you exactly what type of fat you have, but it gives a good indication of how much risk you might be at for certain health conditions. To calculate your waist-to-hip ratio, you'll need to take two measurements. First, measure your waist at its narrowest point, usually just above the belly button. Write this number down. Next, measure your hips at their widest point, where your buttocks are most protruding. Write this number down too. Now, divide your waist measurement by your hip measurement. The result is your waist-to-hip ratio. Research suggests that a waist-to-hip ratio, above 0.9 for men and 0.85 for women, indicates a higher likelihood of health issues associated with excess belly fat. These include cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. It's important to remember that these measurements are just tools. They can't diagnose any conditions, but they can give you an idea of where your health stands. And remember, belly fat is influenced by many factors, including genetics and lifestyle choices. So even if you're not happy with your measurements, there are steps you can take to improve them. Knowing how to measure your belly fat can help you understand your health risk better. It's a simple step that could make a big difference in your life. So what does your belly fat say about your health? Well, let's take a moment to piece together what we've learned. Belly fat, especially the hidden kind known as visceral fat, can act as a stealthy saboteur to your health, lurking around your organs and disrupting their function. This type of fat has been linked to serious health risks, including cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer, and liver issues. It's not just about the quantity of fat, but also where this fat is stored. Different fat distribution patterns can indicate varying levels of health risks. For instance, an apple-shaped body, where fat is primarily stored in the abdomen, is associated with a higher risk of health issues compared to a pear-shaped body, where fat is mostly stored around the hips. Remember, it's not a one-size-fits-all scenario. Genetics and hormones play their part too, influencing how and where fat is stored in your body. However, lifestyle choices are the cards you hold in your hand. You have the power to influence your health by making conscious decisions every day. Regular exercise is a key player in reducing visceral fat. It's not just about slimming down or looking a certain way, it's about keeping your body healthy and functioning at its best. Alongside exercise, a balanced diet rich in whole foods can work wonders in managing belly fat and improving overall health. And let's not forget about the importance of mental well-being. The fight against fat shaming and unrealistic beauty standards is crucial. Everybody is unique. In conclusion, your belly fat serves as more than just a visible reminder of those extra slices of poo indulged in. It acts as a significant indicator of your overall health. Your belly fat is more than just a number on a scale, it's a health indicator. So take good care of your body, because it's the only place you have to live in. If this video has been of great help to you in improving your knowledge about the significance of your belly fat to your overall health, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Wholesome Living Insights, the healthy path to vitality. Now that we've learned so much about belly fat, its types, and its connection to your health, it's time to put that knowledge to the test with a quick quiz. Here we go. Question 1. What are the two types of belly fat? Is it A, subcutaneous and visceral, B, essential and storage, or C, brown and white? Question 2. True or false? Visceral fat is harmless. Question 3. Fill in the blank. Play a significant role in determining fat storage locations. Is it A, genetics and hormones, B, diet and exercise, or C, age and gender? Question 4. What is a method to measure belly fat? Is it A, body mass index, B, waist to hip ratio, C, both A and B, or D, none of the above? And finally, question 5, true or false? Belly fat is just a number on a scale. Take a moment to think about your answers. Remember, this isn't just about getting the right answers, but understanding the why behind them. And don't worry if you're unsure about some of the questions. It's all part of the learning process. Well done for participating in this quiz. Remember, knowledge is power. Keep learning, stay healthy, and continue to make informed decisions about your body and your health. We'll see you in the next video.